It was Christmas Eve on the island of Sodor where Henry and Gordon pulled passenger trains to the mainland where Caitlin took them to all places in the region. Also busy on the Skarloey Railway where Skarloey, Sir Handel and Peter Sand had just finished clearing the railway of snow. I hope it doesn't continue to snow. I just finished clearing the line between here and Hernias. Just be glad that we don't have to work tomorrow. Why is that? Because tomorrow is Christmas. Skarloey had just puffed up next to them. We don't have to work on Christmas. We can stay in our nice warm shed. I just hope Rusty is fine where he is at. The snow is coming down pretty hard. Rusty was at one of the stations collecting the last group of people he needed to take to Croven's Gate. But Rusty's driver had some bad news. There's too many people here for the coaches. We'll have to collect some more people on the next train. Rusty was upset but he tried to stay smiling for the passengers. Don't worry everyone. I'll come back for you. There's still one more train of the day. Then Rusty set off with about half the people that were at the station. By the time Rusty made it back to the top station, it was getting late and the snow was falling quicker than before. Henry was there to take the passengers on Rusty's train to the mainland. While Henry puffed away with the passengers, Rusty saw Mr. Percival standing on the platform. He saw his chance to tell him about his situation. "Sir, I was at Skarloey Station but there was simply too much people for these 3 coaches. I need to go back to collect the rest." "I'm sorry Rusty but unless you can find more coaches then there's no way." Rusty noticed the snowdrift in the siding outside the station. Rusty got curious so he puffed up to it. "Is someone there?" Rusty slowly nudged the snowdrift causing it to fall over revealing Gertrude and Millicent, the 2 coaches that came with Rusty when he arrived. "Gertrude. Millicent. You 2 were in the snow?"
"Yes we were Rusty. We were worried that nobody would find us until spring."
"Well we could use the extra coaches." "Good job Rusty." Skarloey had just puffed to the station to clear the tracks. "Thanks Skarloey. You 2 are just what I need to fix my current passenger problem." Rusty grabbed Gertrude and Millicent and backed down on the regular coaches and began on his way to Skarloey Station. On his way, Rusty noticed how dangerous the situation was getting. Sir Handel has even managed to get himself stuck. "Rusty, get help." "I will Sir Handel. I just have to finish this job first." Rusty soon made it to the station but by then the tracks had become too deep in snow to continue the journey home. Mr. Percival got to the sheds where Skarloey and Peter Sam were about to sleep. He told the 2 engines about the situation. They were both upset. "What about Rusty?" "I'm not sure. He'll just have to sleep at the station." "What if we cleared the rails?" "That's not a bad idea. But we have to be quick. There's not much time before Edward arrives with the last train to the mainland." Skarloey and Peter Sam left the sheds to help clear the line. The first thing they did was get Sir Handel out of the snow so that he can help. Skarloey had gathered some workmen to clear the lines and hot cocoa for them to drink. He got about halfway down the line before finding a snowdrift that he couldn't clear. Bother this snow. I must be too old to push huge snowdrifts out of the way. Before he knew it, Sir Handel and Peter Sam got to the same line Skarloey was stranded on. Skarloey? Is that you? Are you okay? I am. I need help to clear this line. That seems simple enough. Let's try that. Skarloey, Sir Handel and Peter Sam went to a siding just outside the station where Rusty was at after they cleared the line. Thank you all. Now I will have no trouble getting these people to the top station before Edward shows up with the last train. Then Rusty began the journey home. Rusty made it to the top station just in time for Edward to take the last train home. But not before everyone thanked the narrow-gauge engines for their hard work, and Rusty believed that this was his best Christmas ever.